I do, but Michael says it's not on.
He says not, yeah, but he's delayed too. Can I put this on and see if he's sound?
There's nobody on right now.
Welcome to Hewlett High School. Friday Night Lights, where the Hewlett Bulldogs will take on the Garden City Trojans. Garden City Trojans 3-0 against the 1-2 Hewlett Bulldogs.
I hear you.
Who said that? We are about 15 minutes away from kickoff. Both teams are in the locker room. Hewlett Bulldogs are going to have their hands full tonight with the Garden City Trojans. Garden City starting the season with 3-0. They're the favorites to win the Division 3. They moved up from Division 4 to the Division 3 this year. And all that means is based on school size. That doesn't have anything to do with how good the teams are in each division. Division 3 happens to be one of the really good divisions in Nassau County. Interesting facts about the Garden City Trojans. Their coach, Coach Ettinger, last week won his 100th game as a football coach at Garden City. Became the coach in 2016. And he's gone 100 wins and only 3 losses in his tenure at Garden City. He brings his Trojans to Hewlett to play the Bulldogs, who are coached very well. 12 and a half minutes till kickoff time. The head coach for the Bulldogs, John Palladino, in his own right, has been here for a long time, too. He took over for Coach Iaquinta many years ago, and has been here for a while. He's got lots of assistant coaches to help him on the sidelines. Coach Anthony Scrow back on the sidelines today after not being here last week due to a family emergency. So we welcome him back to the sideline. He's the offensive coordinator. Coach Delgaze. We don't have a list of all the coaches this for the Bulldogs. Well, Coach Delgaze is on the sideline. I see Coach Las Panusa on the sideline as well. So John Palladino is the head coach for the Bulldogs. His assistant coaches, Adam Bruce, Joseph Delgaze, and Anthony Scrow. Also helping him down on the sidelines today are the JV coaches, the head coach of the junior varsity, Nick Laspina, and those assistant JV coaches, Daniel Barbone and Joseph Moritz. So that's the coaching staff for the Bulldogs, who last week, for homecoming and the opening game here in Hewlett for the varsity on a brand new field, won their first game of the season 22-18 over the Clark Rams, who were 2-0 coming into that game. So now the Bulldogs are facing another team who's undefeated so far this season in the Garden City Trojans. So it should be a good game. Bulldogs are hoping to bring a big win today. They're getting ready. The teams are getting ready to come onto the field. I'd like to thank Frank Cedar, back in the booth with me, running the video today. Bulldogs are slowly making their way onto the field at the south end zone, being led out on the field by senior captain number 53, Gianni Griffith, carrying that American flag, and number 52, CJ Majorano, carrying the sledgehammer. They're getting ready to come out onto the field from the south end zone. Led by Gianni Griffith, and here come the Bulldogs! No.
How do you know when that's on? Like, oh, it's like it's on right now.
I texted you last week. I texted you last week. I wanted you to help me with the thing. You didn't even answer.
I walked in and Chris was over there. I was in the parking lot. Yeah. All right, guys, I'll tell you the plays. You ready? Coach!
The Bulldogs huddle at the 50-yard line. Led by senior captains, number 1, Daniel Lankry, number 7, Matthew DeSico, number 52, CJ Majorano, and number 53, Gianni Griffith.
Very good. Yeah, I will, 100%. I love your son, by the way.
Bulldogs are ready. They're coming to their sideline. Still waiting for the Garden City Trojans to make their way out onto the field. Sitting next to me in the booth today, Bobby Player, whose son,
Junior.
Bobby Player Jr., whose son played here on the varsity team 2 years ago. He's 2 years out, and he's a junior or a senior this year?
Junior.
He's a junior, so he's 3 years away from being here in Hewlett. So he's probably watching down at South Carolina where the Gamecocks, who are they playing this week?
Bye.
Oh, the Gamecocks are off this week, he's telling me.
Guest on today's broadcast.
Bobby Player saying he's going to just tell me the plays before they're happening. He thinks he seems to know everything that's going on. We'll see what he says. We'll see if he's right. Oh, and sitting next to his beautiful wife, Laura Player. So we welcome them and welcome the Player family who's watching. Mr. Lankry's in the house. That's the captain's father, just walked into the booth. How are you, Mr. Lankry? That's Mr. Lankry. Sending his love to everybody.
Let's have fun out there.
We're going to win. No protector next week. It's messing with my ability to...
Alex and Jordan's Nana and Papa. Oh, the Cedar family is in the house too. Papa and Nana are watching from down in Florida. Thank you for joining us. You'll be happy to know that it's Mr. Frank Cedar on the camera. So he'll be sure to make sure if the Cedars are on the field, we'll focus that camera right in on them for you guys. Thank you for joining us today.
Section 8 Spectator Code of Conduct. We remind all fans that spectators are...
And we welcome everybody who's online now watching. I know Matt DeSico's brother's in Florida. He's watching down in Tampa where they had a bad hurricane. They did close the Tampa airport and people had to evacuate their homes. So anybody who's down in Tampa, we wish you well. And thank you for joining us. Garden City has made their way onto the far sideline.
to use the entrances from the East Rockaway Road parking lot.
And as I told you last week,
Supervisor for assistance.
the Hewlett Bulldogs have elected to have a field captain. In addition to the 4 captains I named earlier, they have decided to bring on a 5th captain for each game. It looks like today it'll be number 9, Daniel Karate, after he had a big game last week at running back. Carried the load for the Bulldogs in the backfield. Even though Matt DeSico had 3 touchdowns, a lot of those yards that Hewlett gained during the drives were gained by number 9, Daniel Karate. So we're looking for a big game from Daniel Karate today again. And they are going to play the national anthem played by one of the Hewlett students, Mark Clayband. And that flag that's on that field again today, that's a flag that Flo was given to Coach Palladino by Kevin Sanchez. That flag makes its way onto the field every game for the Hewlett Bulldogs. Captains will make their way to midfield for the coin toss. Number 7, Matt DeSico. 52, C.J. Mariano. Number 9, the field captain for today, Daniel Karate. Number 53, Gianni Griffith. And number 1, Daniel Lenkry. They'll go arm in arm to midfield to meet the 6 Garden City captains, led by number 16. That's Michael Bakery. He's their running back.
Referee Joe Gottesman, head linesman Mike Comerford, back judge Dave Berger, umpire Anthony Spinelli, line judge Phil Santalamacchio. Your Hewlett game captains are number 1, Daniel Lankry, number 7, Matthew DeSico.
I see a lot of fans in the stands wearing some of the game jerseys of the kids. These are teachers, and they'll be honored later in the day.
Your Garden City game captains are number 16, Michael Berkery, number 20, Jimmy Traccia, number 21, Blake Cascadin, number 26, Daniel Medjid, and number 33, Owen Whitson.
They're just introducing the captains. As I was saying, there's a lot of teachers in the stands today wearing game jerseys for some of the boys, and they're being honored by the players on the field. They've given the chance. The students, the seniors on the team have been given a chance to honor their favorite teachers they had in the school district growing up. So they are in the stands, and they'll be honored later at halftime.
The head coach is John Palladino. Your athletic trainers for tonight's game are Taylor Sippin and Jay Hines.
Bulldogs in their blue jerseys tonight. They're the home team against the Garden City Trojans wearing all white with the maroon helmets. Bulldogs will receive the kickoff. They will be going from north to south. No wind here today in Hewlett. It's a beautiful night, a little bit overcast, but the lights are on here at the new Hewlett High School field.
Hey, Jordan, let's get it, kid.
Back deep to receive the kick, number 9, Daniel Karate, along with number 22. That's Dylan Parchment. The upbacks for the Bulldogs. Looks like number 6 or 8. No, that's number 8, Talik Edmonds. And it's a high kick. It's going to come down at the goal line. They're going to let it bounce. Daniel Karate lets it roll through the end zone. And the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. The Bulldogs led by number 7, Matt DeSico. He's the quarterback. Daniel Karate, number 9, in the backfield. The lineman, Jordan Cedar, number 71. He's the senior center. Right guard and right tackle is 52 C.J. Majorano and 53 Gianni Griffith. They're both those captains I was talking about. On the left side, starting today on the left side, let's see. Looks like number 58 for the Bulldogs will be at left guard. That's Jude Zach, and at left tackle Jordan Bajorge. Matt DeSico in the shotgun with Karate to his left, or to his right this time. Motion from left to right. Karate, that's number 5. That's Gabe Rubinoff, a handoff. Handoff given to the motion man. That's number 5, Gabe Rubinoff, who's in the slot. Gain of about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Bulldogs right to the line. So Gabe Rubinoff to the left in the slot. Michael Schlemovich split far left, number 3, and Talik Edmonds, number 8, split right. Bulldogs looking over at Coach Grove for a play. He calls in the play. They look at their wristbands. They got a play now. Karate moves to the right of DeSico. Motion again. And the flags fly. It looks like there was a false start on the offense. They'll push him back 5 yards. It'll be a 2nd down and 12. I didn't see who the penalty was on. The Bulldogs got to stay out of the 2nd and longs and 3rd and longs against this Garden City defense. Garden City defense led by number 78 in the middle and 35 on the line in the middle.
Come on, Jordan!
Karate moves to the left of DeSico this time. DeSico still in the shotgun, calling signals. Fakes it to Karate, gives it to Karate this time, who runs to the right. Met immediately by a few Trojans and tackled. Maybe a gain of 2 or 1. It'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Bulldogs from the 19-yard line. No huddle. Bulldogs right to the line. Same formation with Edmonds split right. Schlemovich split left. With Gabe Rubinoff in the slot to the left. Number 11. That's Alicia Frankel. He's just next to the left guard, or left tackle, but in the backfield. Karate moves to the right of DeSico on 3rd and long. DeSico keeps it, fakes to Karate, keeps it, and he's met immediately for no gain, or actually a loss of 2. It'll be a 4th down for the Bulldogs. So not a very good first drive for the Bulldogs, as they'll get set to punt. Punter, number 7, is quarterback Matt DeSico. He'll stand at about the 5-yard line. Michael Schlemovich is usually the center. I don't see a number yet. It's a good snap. And the punt. It's a high punt. It's going to bounce around the 45-yard line. It takes a Bulldog roll and rolls out of bounds at the Garden City 45-yard line. And that's where they'll take over 1st and 10 on their 45-yard line. The defense for the Bulldogs on the line. Number 44, Kobe Cox. Number 77, that's Thierry Labossiere. They're on each side. And in the middle, number 53, big Gianni Griffith. The linebackers for the Bulldogs. Number 1, Daniel Enkry on the outside on one side. And Josh Grishpun, number 57, on the other side. And the 2 middle linebackers, C.J. Majorano and number 11, Alicia Frankel. The safeties, number 5, Gabe Rubinoff, and number 6, Stefano Borsellino. Daniel Karate, number 9, at the right cornerback, and number, standby. It's a handoff, inside handoff, carried by number 16, met by number 6, spun around and did gate about 4 yards. He was met at the line of scrimmage and able to spin around and pick up almost 5 yards on first down. At the other cornerback for the Bulldogs on the defensive left side is number 21. That's Jonathan Hillsberg. And last week, I know Jonathan Hillsberg was wearing number 30. They didn't have a number 21 in the gray jersey, so he was wearing 30, and I apologized to him because I called him by the wrong name. Shotgun formation, straight back to pass. It's number 17 looking deep, fires to the right-hand side, to Hillsberg's side, intended for number 14. That's Tyler Menudo. Incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down and 5. Michael Berkery, number 16 in the backfield. The quarterback, number 17. That's Braden Robertello. Shotgun formation, 2 running backs, 1 to each side. 2 receivers split left. Handoff to number 16. He runs far right. Gets outside, breaks a tackle, gets to the 35, the 40, 35, and pushed out of bounds. After a big gain all the way to the 35-yard line, that'll be 1st and 10. Garden City's got a big running game. Hewlett's going to have to stop that running game if they want to have a chance. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line of the Bulldogs. I formation, quarterback under center this time. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. I formation, that's 2 backs in the backfield, right behind the cornerback. It's a handoff to the second back. Gets outside, that's number 16, gets outside to the 20, the 10, and he's going to go untouched into the end zone. That's number 16, Michael Bakery, for a touchdown. 34-yard carry for a touchdown. That's the running game of the undefeated Garden City Trojans. Hewlett's going to have to do something to stop that running game. More importantly, they got to get the offense to click and put some points on the board. They line up for the extra point. Number 36 to kick. Looks like. And snap, hold, kick, and it's good. So Garden City takes an early 7-0 lead with 8:16 left to go in the first quarter. Garden City Trojans 7, Bulldogs 0. With a break in the action, 8:16 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0, Garden City over the Bulldogs. So, Bobby Player, what did you think about that first drive?
It was very aggressive.
The Trojans were very aggressive on their first drive, huh?
Am I live right now?
You're live,
Yes.
on the air.
Yes. The guard and the tackle pulled on that last play, just so you know.
Oh, okay. He's telling me the Garden City tackle pulled. He's so astute.
Guard and tackle.
Oh, the guard and tackle. You noticed that, huh?
The play before was the right side guard and tackle.
Oh.
Play side.
So they have the weak side guard and tackle. The backside tackle and guard are pulling. That gives them an extra 2 blockers on the outside. Actually, they had him stopped in the backfield. They did have a chance to on 3rd and 5. to really pull him down and make it a 4th down, but he did break a tackle. All right, back deep again. We'll start this over. Same Karate and Parchment back deep for the Bulldogs. And it's going to come down to Parchment at about the 5-yard line. He misplays it, goes over his head, and rolls out of the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, went into the end zone, and that'll come out to the 20-yard line, where the Bulldogs will take over for the second set of downs. Thanks for joining us. And we're hoping to have a really nice game here today. The Bulldogs are really hoping to put some points on the board, to put some pressure on the Garden City Trojans. They really haven't had much. Last week there was their closest game of the season. They faced Manhasset last week. And I think they were only up by 1 touchdown, in the 4th quarter, and they wound up going up by 2 touchdowns. But it was a good game. Manhasset beat Hewlett in the first week of the season. So it was a really good game against Manhasset, between Manhasset and Garden City. Matt DeSico in the shotgun. Karate to his left. Matt DeSico's going to roll to his left. Looks, throws. That's complete to number 5, Gabe Rubinoff. That's a gain of about 25-yard line to the, we'll call it 23, to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Matt DeSico rolls to his left, spots number 5, Gabe Rubinoff, hits him on the run for a gain of 23. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 40, we'll call it the 42. Bulldogs right to the line, 2 receivers. That's Rubinoff and Edmonds to the right. And Michael Shlemovich split far left. Karate to the right of DeSico, who's in the shotgun. DeSico's going to roll to the right this time, being chased. Throws it to Talik Edmonds, who catches it, breaks a tackle, and pushed out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be down at the 45. We'll call it gain of 3. It'll be a 2nd down and 7. Matt DeSico rolling right that time, finding Edmonds, who broke a tackle and gained about 3 yards on the play.
2nd and 7.
Rubinoff goes to the slot on the left side. Talik Edmonds alone on the right. Shlemovich split far left. Karate to the left of DeSico. DeSico looking back over at Coach Scrove. Looks at his wristband. Takes it, rolls left again. Big rush. Throws it up deep. It's a cut by Michael Shlemovich for a touchdown! That's a big score for the Bulldogs. A 55-yard touchdown strike from DeSico to Shlemovich for a Hewlett score. No flags on the play. That will count. Somebody's hurt on the field. They pulled him down by the back. I saw the trainers running on the field, but he's back up. And it's going to be a big score for the Bulldogs. That's what they needed. Matt DeSico rolled to his left, found Shlemovich. 55-yard strike to Michael Shlemovich. The senior, number 3. Daniel Karate trying to get the crowd excited on the sideline. They're going to line up. All right, now we're going to line up for the extra point. This is the muddle huddle that the Hewlett Bulldogs run. Shlemovich is the center for this long snap. Ami Bendelstein, number 17, is the holder. Number 6 is the kicker. Let's snap to number 6. He throws it up to Talik Edmonds. There's a flag at the play. That'll put the ball to the 1 yard line. Looks like pass interference. So that's the muddle huddle we run, that the Hewlett runs. They snapped it right to Borsellino, who can throw the ball. Talik Edmonds slow to get up. That's number 8. He's down. So what happens is they snap the ball. Well, first of all, the center is Michael Shlemovich. He'll look at the Borsellino is the kicker. He's in the backfield, and the holder is Ami Bendelstein. We have one receiver split right, and everybody else is to the left. Now on this play, they can come back and kick the extra. They're going to go for 2 now. With the Hewlett Bulldogs, with the penalty, now the Bulldogs are going to be on the 1 yard line. So Matt DeSico comes on the field with his offensive crew. Daniel Karate right behind DeSico. going for 2 with the ball on the 1 after the penalty. DeSico fakes it to Karate, follows Karate into the hold. Can he get it in the end zone? And it looks like he is stopped short. Faked it to Karate up the middle. DeSico followed Karate but could not get into the end zone from the 1-yard line. So with 7:52 left to go in the first quarter, the Bulldogs down by 1, 7-6. But getting back to the muddle huddle. So the way that works, which actually worked really well last week, they actually went for 2. The center actually snapped it to Daniel Lenkry, who's in the backfield with all the linemen on the left-hand side. If they don't have enough linemen on that left-hand side, they'll snap it to Daniel Lenkry and he'll run right in. But the other option is to have all the Bulldogs that are on the left-hand side come back to the line and kick the extra point, or snap it to Borsellino, who can either run it in or try to pass it in, which is what they tried to do there. Talik Edmonds was held on the play, which actually put the ball back down on the 1-yard line. Coach Palladino decided to try to go for 2 to take the lead with 7:52, but the Garden City Trojans were able to stop DeSico on the extra point try. So the Bulldogs getting set to kick off. Number 1, Daniel Lenkry, is set to kick today. He's setting the tee at the 40. Last week it was number 33, Jason Rick, kicking. So they do alternate kickers. Borsellino could also kick off. He's the field goal guy, or the extra point guy. Looks like number 1, Daniel Lenkry, will be setting up the tee today for the kickoff. Frank Cita doing a good job today trying to zoom in on the plays for you guys. I know last week it was a little, and the feedback from you guys watching was it was very hard to see because it was so far away, but I didn't want it to get blurry. So Daniel Lenkry kicks it, and it goes back deep. It's going to come down at about the 5-yard line. Number 16, go right up the middle. Oh, he breaks a tackle, gets outside to the 40, 45, 50 to midfield, breaks another tackle, but goes across the field. Number 16 back to the right. Doesn't look like any Bulldogs are going to get to him there, and he will return that for a touchdown. Took it up the middle, broke it to the left-hand side, got down the left sideline, and broke back right, and takes it for a 95-yard scamper for a touchdown. That'll make it 13-6, Garden City. Sometimes it's easier if you stand up.
I tried. I'm going to be moving around a lot.
Garden City set to the extra point in a standard extra point formation. Number 36 to kick. Big return for the Garden City Trojans. Snap, hold, kick, and it's good. So Trojans, with 7:31 left to go on the clock, take a 14-6 lead over the Hewlett Bulldogs. That's how quick the Garden City Trojans can score. That's number 16. He was the running back, and he was the kick returner. He's been doing it all today for them so far. They got a few backs that can run the ball. The clock on the field showing 6:56 left to go in the first quarter. And there's already been 3 scores, 3 touchdowns. 2 by the Garden City Trojans and 1 by the Bulldogs. So if you're just joining us, thanks for joining us. The Bulldogs took the kickoff, went 3 and out. Garden City took their first possession and drove down the field for a score. Hewlett answered with the score of their own. Matt DeSico throwing 55 yards to number 3, Michael Shlemovich, for their touchdown. And then you just saw the kickoff return by Garden City to put them up 14-6. Number 36 set the kickoff. It's going to come down to Dylan Perchmont's area and right through the end zone again. Dylan lets it go. Goes through the end zone for a touchback. So this is the third time the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line with 3 kickoffs going through the end zone for Garden City.
1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
I think that was the game plan for the Bulldogs today. Everybody thought that Matt DeSico was going to be running the ball. He ran for 196 yards last week, with Karate running for over 100 yards also. So Garden City came in thinking the Bulldogs were going to be running the ball, and they come out throwing the ball and put 6 points up on the board real quick in the first quarter. Let's see what Coach Palladino has in store for the Bulldogs on this set of downs. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Matt DeSico in the shotgun with Karate to his right. Matt DeSico's going to roll right immediately, throws. That's to Talik Edmonds, who dives for the catch. The gain of about 5, a quick out. That's Talik Edmonds for another reception. We'll call it 5. It'll be 2nd down, and I'll call it 4. He had to dive back for that ball. 2nd down and 6.
Ball on the 24.
2 receivers on the left this time. Talik by himself on the right. Karate to the left of DeSico in the backfield. Matt DeSico rolling left. Looks like he wants to get outside. Fakes the throw. Now he throws it out of bounds as he's being chased. Nobody there, but did throw it at the sticks. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Yeah, this has been a new offense for the Bulldogs. I mean, what they thought they had to do, something different, as they figured that the Garden City Trojans would be keying on the run. It opens up the pass. I think they need to get a little balance, a little pass and a run. Michael Slimovich split far left again. He's one-on-one out there on an island. Matt DeSico rolls to his left. Off Karate's hands. And incomplete. It'll be 4th down. So Matt DeSico took the ball, did a 360, started to go right, then turned around, went left, found Karate. I think it was Karate. It was either Karate or it might have been number 6, Borsellino. I'm not even sure. In any case, it's incomplete. You guys can rewind that. It was either number 6 or number 8. I couldn't tell. Anyway, it'll be 4th down for the Bulldogs. 4th and 6, ball's at the 24. Good a kick. It's a high snap. He has to fade back to get it. It's a good kick. Chases him back inside the 40-yard line, number 16. Oh, Kobe Cox misses it. Gets outside, gets a block, and tackled, and a flag down at the 40, and another flag down. Laundry all over the field. Kobe Cox, number 44, almost had him when he caught the ball. 2 flags down. Might have been a late hit out of bounds. DeSico had to jump for that snap. Got it. Got off a good kick. Pushed him back to the 40-yard line, or inside his 40. Got away from Kobe Cox, ran to the right. Looks like it was going to be a penalty against the Bulldogs. They still didn't mark it off yet. They haven't said. Yeah, but there was 2 flags on the play. One came down at the 50, one came down at the 40. So the referee's coming over to Coach Palladino to ask him if he wants to push him back. All right, it's going to be holding on Garden City. And a personal foul, late hit out of bounds on the Bulldogs. Oh, no. A personal foul on Garden City. So that's 2 fouls on Garden City on the play. It's going to push it back. They're going to push it back to inside the 20-yard line. They're going to mark it down at about the 16-yard line, it looks like. That's where Garden City will take over 1st and 10 on their own 16.
Garden City will take possession on the 11.
Oh, they marked it down to the 11-yard line. They're saying now 1st and 10 for Garden City on the 11-yard line. It's just as far for me to see from where I'm sitting. So 1st and 10, 5:50 left to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs trail 14-6. They need to make a big play here, or at least a stop. They haven't had an answer to stop the Garden City Trojans yet. If they can make a big stop here, maybe they can turn things around. Garden City thought they were going to come into Hewlett and walk all over them. Well, that hasn't been the case so far. Bulldogs are staying right with them, only down by 8. Now it looks like they mismarked it, and they are going to put it back to the 16-yard line, which is what I thought it was supposed to be on. All right, so they just put it back. Looks like it'll be 1st and 10, I don't know, 16, 17, 18-yard line.
Come on, CJ!
All right, now we're ready. Garden City to the line, under center. Pitch out to the left, or to their right. And maybe a gain of 2.
By number 77 and number 53, Thierry
That's Thierry Labossiere, number 77 on the tackle. Garden City right to the line, 2 receivers on the left. They are going to go in the shotgun. One running back next to the quarterback, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And it's a handoff in the backfield. Met immediately by 2 Bulldogs. That's number 77, Thierry Labossiere, helped out by number 44, Kobe Cox. And that's the defensive stand we need. Now it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 18-yard line for Garden City. Let's see if the Bulldogs could stop them. That will bring up a 4th and long, and they might have to punt. The crowd is getting into it, chanting defense. A nice crowd here on a Friday night in Hewlett. 2 receivers to the left, Karate with the wide out far to the left. Motion from left to right, or from right to left, sorry. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. Throws it. Complete. He's down at the 31. That might be enough for a first down at the 31-yard line. He did catch it. It'll be a first down for Garden City. Gain of 12. Puts him to the 30. On a nice rollout by the quarterback, looking nothing deep. He came up and threw a 12-yard strike. Low where only the receiver could catch it. Motion right. Looking right. 17, a screen pass right in the middle. Gianni, number 53, says, I see that coming. That's Gianni Griffith and number 57, Josh Grinchbun on the tackle. After no gain, so that was a middle screen. The Bulldogs saw that against Manhasset, who ran it successfully against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs saw it this time, and Gianni Griffith was right there to make sure that they didn't gain too much on that. Gianni Griffith, the senior, in the middle for that linebackers for the Bulldogs on the line. Pitch right, that's number 16, who's ran for 2 touchdowns. Gains of about 8 to about the 38-yard line. They'll call it the 39. It'll be third down and 1, tackled by number 52, CJ Majorano. It'll be a 3rd down and 1 for Garden City. Sideline trying to get the fans to chant Garden City. All right, everybody's tight on 3rd and 1 for Garden City. Motion a little bit. Handoff to the deep back. Number 16, again, breaks a tackle. Being held, gets to midfield, and tackled there. It looks like, again, on the tackle, number 57, Josh Grinchbun. But not before, another Garden City first down. Right at the 50. Garden City right to the line. Bulldogs have not been able to stop Garden City yet. Number 16 has been doing all the work for the Bulldogs. For the Garden City, sorry, the Trojans. Number 16 to the left of the quarterback this time. Fakes it to him, quarterback keeps it, runs the middle, breaks the tackle to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and he's going to go untouched. Number 17 into the end zone for a touchdown. That time they faked it to number 16. 17 kept it and ran the middle for a touchdown. So Garden City goes up 20-6 here with 2:11 left to go in the first quarter. As they set up for the extra point. That's the third score of the game for the Trojans. So line up for the extra point. Number 36, the kicker. Snap, hold, kick. And it's just good. Inside the right upright to make it a 21-6 lead for Garden City. 2:11 left to go in the first quarter. And that's what the scoreboard says. Remember, the clock is kept on the field by the referees, so that is an approximate time left in the first quarter. Bulldogs have not had an answer how to stop the Garden City Trojans. Thanks for joining us again. If you're out of town and couldn't make it, well, thank you for joining us, and I'm happy to bring you the game live from Hewlett High School on our new track and athletic field that was put into place this summer, and it was ready for the first game last week. Looks beautiful, big H in the middle of the field. And it does in the north end zone, it says Hewlett. In the south end zone, it says Bulldogs. All right, back deep. Number 22, Dylan Parchment, and number 9, Daniel Karate, the upbacks. Talik Edmonds, and I think that's, I can't see a number, who the other upback is. I see Daniel Lenkry, number 1, and number 24. It's Jonathan Hillsberg. It's kicked deep again. It's going to come down into the end zone for a touchback. Doesn't look like the Bulldogs want to have any part of returning that kickoff. Not sure why they don't stand a little deeper and try to return that. Garden City Trojans had some luck on their kickoff return. They returned it for a touchdown. Bulldogs huddling on the sideline for their next possession with 2:11 left to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs have had some success so far throwing the ball. Number 17, Ami Bendelstein into the game on offense. Schlemovich, number 3, splits far left. Gabe Rubinoff and Talik Edmonds, number 5 and number 8, respectively, split right. Ami Bendelstein in the slot to the right. DeSico in the backfield in the shotgun with Karate, number 9, to his left.
Timeout, Garden City.
Garden City calls a timeout, as I don't think their defense was set. There was nobody in the middle on their defense. I think Matt DeSico was changing the play, thinking he's going to run that middle because it didn't look like they had anybody in the middle. So Garden City calls a timeout before he could get that play off. Ball's lined up at the 20, where the Bulldogs will be 1st and 10 with 2:11 left to go in the first quarter. Michael Schlemovich going off to the left-hand side. That's where he was when he caught that touchdown on the deep pass earlier in the first quarter. Bendelstein, Rubinoff, and Talik Edmonds to the right. Karate to the left of DeSico. Takes a snap. Gives it to Karate. Runs the outside. Breaks a tackle. Gains about 7. To about the 27-yard line. It'll be 2nd and about 3 A nice run by Daniel Karate.
Number
Fooled the
9,
cameraman
Daniel
that
Karate.
He fooled the cameraman that time. Frank Cedar thought Matthew DeSico kept that ball, but he didn't. He gave it to Karate that time. That's the option play they run. DeSico could either hand it to Karate or keep it and run the middle. That time, looked like he made the right call, giving it to Karate because there was nobody on the outside there. The number 77, the linebacker, came back, went after DeSico. Same formation, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. All alone out there. There's Schlemovich on the left-hand side. DeSico in the shotgun. Fakes it to Karate, gives it to him again for a first down to the 33-yard line. That's Daniel Karate, who's the workhorse for the Bulldogs. Number 9, the senior Daniel Karate for a first down. I think my cameraman was able to keep on that one that time. So I see there's 10 people online watching live, so welcome. Thank you very much. There's about 1 minute 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs are trailing 21-6. 3 receivers to the right for the Bulldogs, 1 to the left. That's Schlemovich. If you're just joining us, he caught a 55-yard touchdown strike earlier in the first quarter. Matt DeSico looking over the defense. Now he's ready. Gives it to Karate. Fakes it to Karate. DeSico runs. Gets outside. Hit by number 33 for a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Looked like Rubinoff is saying, guys, pulling on my face mask.
3-yard gain by number 7.
They'll give him 3 yards, and that's the end of the first quarter. Like I said before, it said 1:12 on my clock on the field, but the clock is kept on the field by the referees, so we really never know exactly how much time is left. But that's the end of the first quarter. Bulldogs down by, what are we down by? 15 points.
The Hewlett football players are honoring the following teachers and administrators.
Oh, now they're talking about the teachers.
Captains Matthew DeSico, Gianni Griffith, Daniel Lankry, and Christopher Mariano honor Nicola Lynch. Number 1, Daniel Lankry honors Caroline.
This is what I was talking about before. The players got to honor some teachers. So there's 4 teachers in the stands today being honored by the seniors are on the field, and they're wearing their white jerseys in the stands. It's a beautiful thing. They started this last year. So thank you to the teachers who really made a difference in these kids' lives. It really means a lot to them that you're out here supporting them.
Number 33, Jason Rick honors Christine Nugent and Catherine Winnicky. Number 52, Christopher Mariano honors Susan Patello. Number 70, Alex Sita honors Linda McCraden.
There's a lot of teachers. Actually, there's a lot more than 4. They keep naming a lot of teachers out here, so that's really nice. And the fans are all clapping for these teachers that really made a difference in these kids' lives. So thank you. Bulldogs running out to the field to start the second quarter, down by 15, 21-6, to the Garden City Trojans. Ball spotted at the 35.5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 7. Schlemovich split far left, being guarded by number 16. He's their workhorse. He scored 2 of their touchdowns. DeSico fakes it, keeps it, runs the middle, carries about 3 Trojans, maybe 1 on the carry. It'll be a 3rd down and about 7. Talik Edmonds split far right in the slot. Gabe Rubinoff to the right. 3rd and about 7. This is a big drive for the Bulldogs. DeSico talking to Karate in the backfield. Looking over the defense. Now they're set. In the shotgun, Karate to DeSico's right. Snap. DeSico's going to roll right. Now he's going to run it. Runs to the middle. Breaks a tackle. Carries the ball for a first down to the 48-yard line. That'll be a Bulldog first down. DeSico rolls to his right looking for Talik Edmonds. Couldn't find him. Decided to run the ball. Took it back to the middle to the 49-yard line, where it'll be a first down for the Bulldogs. Just looked over at the screen. We got it zoomed in real nice now. Hopefully it's clear. You know, people tell me that when we zoom in that much, it does come a little blurry. Karate and DeSico talking in the backfield. Karate lined up to the left of DeSico this time. DeSico changing the play. He doesn't like what he sees. Talking to Shlemovich. Fakes it to Karate. Keeps it. Oh, gives it to Karate that time. Flag down. Oh, looks like it's going to be a holding on the Bulldogs. Yes, it is. They'll push him back 10 yards. It'll be second down and long for the Bulldogs. That's what they have to avoid. Those penalties that put them in second and third and long. I think it was. I'm not sure who the holding was on. All right, Daniel Karate, number 9, had to come out of the game. His helmet came off. So number 22, Dylan Parchment, lines up in the backfield. He's the sophomore. He has some speed. He's broken 2 weeks ago, but it was called back for a penalty. Looking around. 3 receivers to the left. DeSico moves Parchment over to the right-hand side now. DeSico looks to throw, fakes the throw. Now he rolls to the right. Oh, and he's hit hard. Out of bounds. Maybe a gain of about 2. It'll be third down and about 18. We're on the 42-yard line. The Bulldogs third and about 17. Or second down. Second down and about 17. As the penalty was on first down. Cheerleaders are getting real loud, trying to get the crowd excited. 3 receivers to the left for the Bulldogs. 1 to the right. The wide side is to the left. Let's see if they come to the wide side. They are going to roll. DeSico jumps, throws to Bendelstein for a short gain. 31-yard line. I think I just lost the internet connection, but we're back. It's a handoff, fake handoff, rolling to the right. Number 17 looking to throw over them. Oh, and it's complete to number 89. Tackled by number 8, Talik Edmonds. Oh, no, that's number 6. That's Stefano Borsellino. Stefano Borsellino on the tackle, but not before Garden City has a first down at the Bulldog 45-yard line. 21-6, in case you're just joining us. Garden City is leading. 7:25 left to go in the first half. 2 receivers for Garden City. Garden City's in white. 2 receivers to the right. 2 running backs in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Handoff. Fakes handoff to number 16. 17 keeps this one. Runs the middle. Kept by the quarterback, who runs the middle. He ran for a touchdown before. Gain of about 1. It'll be second down and 9 with 6:55 on the clock and running. Bulldogs have not been able to stop the Trojans so far today. Plays being signaled in from the sideline for Garden City. Now they're set. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 1 running back in the backfield to the left of the quarterback. Low snap. Fakes it. Rolls to his left. Breaks a tackle. Taken down hard after a first down. Couldn't see who made the tackle, but it's not before the Trojans had enough for a first down. It'll be first and 10 at the 32-yard line. 6:10 remaining on the clock, showing on the field. Nice crowd here at Hewlett. Shotgun formation. Straight back pass. Looking to the left. Throws it sidearm. Out of bounds. Intended for number 21. Incomplete at around the 10-yard line. Quarterback threw that sidearm. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. One receiver far right for the Trojans, being covered by Daniel Hillsberg, number 21. One receiver, one running back backfield. And it's a handoff. Number 16 gets outside. Gets around Gabe Rubinoff into the end zone, untouched. Number 16 for another touchdown. That'll bring the score to 27-6 for Garden City. That's 3 touchdowns this half by number 16. For Garden City. They'll set up for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, right down the middle to make it 28-6, Garden City.
Come watch boys soccer as they play Belmont JFK tomorrow at 10 a.m. And girls volleyball tomorrow against Charles Place, 10 a.m. at the high school.
Right. It makes a big difference. You know?
All right, we're back with 5:42 left to go in the first half. Garden City set to kick off. And it's going to come down to Dylan Parchment at the goal line. He's going to run it to the left. Gets outside to the... Oh, he breaks a tackle down the sideline to the 37-yard line. A nice return by the sophomore, number 22, Dylan Parchment. That might put a little spark into the Bulldog offense. Let's see if we can get something going with 5:34 left to go in this first half. Remember, the Bulldogs took the opening kickoff, so Garden City's going to get the chance to have the ball after halftime. 5:34 showing on the clock. Remember, it's kept on the field by the referees, but we could get within 2 scores if we can push the ball into the end zone here. The Bulldogs come out in the shotgun, led by number 7, Matt DeSico. Daniel Karate back in at running back to the right of DeSico. 3 receivers to the left. 1, Talik Edmonds far right by himself. Matt DeSico gives it to Karate this time. Runs left to the 40, 45, and met by 3 Garden City Trojans after might be enough for a first down. It's right at the sticks. Let's see if they give him the first down. It is a first down. It's a nice run by number 9, Daniel Karate. Clock running with 5:20 left to go. Bulldogs right to the line. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. That's number 6, Borsellino. Can't see the other 2 numbers. Borsellino in the game in offense this time as a receiver on the line. Low snap. DeSico fakes it to Karate, pulls it back out, and dropped for a loss back at the 45-yard line. It'll be second down. They spotted right at the 49, so no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers go to the wide side this time. Shlemovitz to the left by himself. Karate to the right of DeSico, who's in the shotgun. 4:25 left to go. 3 timeouts remaining for the Bulldogs. DeSico's going to roll right, being chased by 2 Garden City. It's up deep. It's intended for Talik Edmonds, who catches it out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Talik Edmonds with a great catch on the far sideline. Matt DeSico rolling to his right, throwing to his right, finding Talik Edmonds down the sideline all the way to the, looks like the 16-yard line. Garden City looks like they're going to call a timeout. Let's see. They're blowing the whistles. They were maybe just blowing the whistles to get the chain set. Bulldogs right up to the line of scrimmage. They didn't let them hike the ball quickly. No timeout was called. Bulldogs are at the line, but now they're set. 3 receivers to the left this time. Ball spotted at the 15 or 16-yard line. Bulldogs ready to push it in. 3:45 showing on the clock. Karate to the right of DeSico. The sun is set here in Hewlett. The lights are on. DeSico takes the snap, running right. Doesn't look like he wants to throw it. He runs it right out of bounds. Oh, he's tackled late. No flags. Give him a gain of, it doesn't look like they gave him a gain of anything. It looks like, I don't know, he got tackled out of bounds 5 yards after the sticks, but maybe he fell down. I couldn't really see. I know it's shaking, I'm sorry, but Frank Seed is doing a great job trying to zoom in. The stands are shaking, but as you zoom in, I know it gets a little fuzzy. He's trying to give you the play-by-play so you can see it. DeSico fakes to Karate, or gives it to Karate, runs right. Thought Matt DeSico had it. He would have had a touchdown. Gains of about 1. It'll be 3rd down and 9 at around the 15-yard line. Schlempovich split far left. In the middle, number 17, that's Ami Bendelstein. And I think that's number 6, Stefano Borsellino. Timeout on the field. Timeout by Garden City with 2:42 showing on the clock. We'll see if we can get the correct time. But that's what's showing on our clock. We'll see if the referees can give us the exact time. Sometimes they shout it up to the booth. And our cameraman and I are standing right next to the booth.
Will the teachers being honored please make their way down towards the track by the scoreboard?
Stay tuned at halftime. They're going to honor those teachers that recognized by the players for their hard work in the classroom. I see Rebecca Greenside, number 7. She was representing Matt DeSico. I don't remember all these teachers. It's been a while since our kids have been in these schools. Mrs. McQuillan is there. Mrs. Patello. Frank Cedar knows who some of these teachers are. So the teachers are making their way down to the field. I'm giving you lots of props, Greenside. Lots of props. You could go back and listen. Here comes Miss Greenside. This is Miss Greenside. This is Matt DeSico's. Come over here. Let's see if you'll come on TV. This is Matt DeSico's. Matt DeSico's.
The best.
Okay, sorry about that. We lost internet connection, but I think they're saying we're back on live. So Garden City's driving with about 40 seconds left to go in the half. They had the ball inside their own 5-yard line. I'll get back to that in a second. But anyway, they're on the 23-yard line, rolling right, quarterback looking right, incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down and about 1. So getting back to what you missed, Garden City from their own 5-yard line, 2nd and 10, ran it, got out to the 10. They had the 3rd and long, threw a long pass, completed to the sideline for a gain of about 30, putting them down the field, and they've been driving since. My clock is showing about 8 seconds. The ball spotted on the 32-yard line. 22-yard line. Quarterback rolls right, looking left, throwing left for a touchdown. Quarterback rolled to the right, threw to the left with about 2 seconds left to go in the half for a touchdown. No flags on the play. Score right now, 34-6, Garden City. Remember, Garden City will get the ball to start the second half. Bulldogs had a chance. They had them pinned deep in their own end zone when they failed to. It had 2nd and 17 and 3rd and 10, and they completed a long pass to put them, get them driving, and now they just scored. Kick is good, 35-6, Garden City. So as I was saying, the Bulldogs had a chance to punch it in the end zone, didn't, turned it over on downs on about the 7-yard line. First play, they sacked the quarterback for a loss, putting him inside the 5. And then Garden City got out of it. Kudos to Garden City, man. They're a tough team, and that's why they've won 45 in their last 45 games. What?
Aided by a personal foul.
There was a personal foul. Where? Oh, Frank C's telling me there was a 15-yard penalty that moved things along for Garden City to get into striking distance. All right, now the clock is showing 24 seconds for the Bulldogs. Down 35-6. 24 seconds. Back deep, number 2, Jesse McMahon, along with 22, Dylan Parchment. Jesse McMahon, the junior, all-county wrestler. Up backs, number 8, Talik Edmonds. And number 1, Daniel Encree. Set to kick. And it is looks like it's gonna go out of bounds. Oh, it looks like Garden City actually got it before it went out of bounds. They lined the ball up on the right hash mark, kicked it to the left sideline. Bulldogs didn't get there, and it was recovered by Garden City at the 20-yard line. The ball did not go out of bounds. Garden City, the wide guy on that side of the field, was able to get the ball. So that's like an onside kick. So Garden City will have the ball 1st and 10 with about 24 seconds. 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line. Another wrinkle in the Garden City special teams games. They've set the ball on the right hash mark, kicked the ball to the left side of the field, and all the Bulldogs were moved over to the right side. Nobody was able to get there. They thought it was going to go out of bounds, but it didn't. And Garden City was able to recover. They're lucky they didn't just pick it up and run it into the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for Garden City on the 21-yard line. 2 receivers come to the far right, 2 to the left. Shotgun formation. 24 seconds showing on the clock. Remember, it's kept on the field by the referees. Short roll to the left. Ball is batted. Looks like it was batted by 44 Kobe Cox. It'll be 2nd down. Only about 4 seconds off the clock. Clock stops on an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down for Garden City. 2 receivers to the right, number 33 and 26. Number 16 in the backfield. He scored 3 touchdowns already. Or he might have even caught the other one. I wasn't sure who caught the last touchdown. Shotgun formation. 16 to the right of the quarterback. Motion from left to right. Gives it to the motion man. Runs outside. That's number 11. Gets outside. It'll be third down and about 5. Clock
Runner,
showing
first
12
down for
seconds.
Number 1, Daniel Lanker.
Daniel Lenke runs him out of bounds. 12 seconds showing on the clock. The ball spotted right at the, looks like the 17-yard line or 18-yard line. 2 receivers split far left, 2 to the right. Wide side is the left. 16 to the left of the quarterback. He's there, got to watch. Watch a little screen pass for 16. 16 stays into block. Quarterback rolls to his right, looks right, throws deep. Looks like it's going to be overthrown, covered by Hillsberg. Incomplete. 6 seconds left to go. Why wouldn't they try to score? Of course they're going to try to score. 35-6 in the first half. They set up for a field goal. 36 is going to spot the ball at the 25-yard line, so it'll be a 35-yard attempt. Snap by, looks like number 52 or 62 to snap, 17 to hold, 36 to kick for a 35-yard field goal attempt. Snap, hold, kick, it's up, and it's good. That'll push the lead to 38-6 with no time left on the clock. That'll take us to the end of the first half. Garden City Trojans 38, the Hewlett Bulldogs 6. So stay tuned at halftime. We'll see if we could bring you the little ceremony they have for the teachers that are being honored here tonight. Garden City runs off the field first. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Good luck. You're a great announcer.
Bobby Player's making his way. He had enough. 38-6 at halftime. Again, I'm sorry about the internet going out. We apologize about that. Hopefully you're still with us. We're back live. It is halftime. Bulldogs down by 32 points with a whole half remaining. We'll see if the Bulldogs could come out of the locker room in the second half and stop the Bulldogs. They haven't had an answer to stop the Bulldogs yet. No, haven't had an answer to stop the Trojans yet. Bulldogs have been stopped quite a few times. Anyway, we'll be back after the halftime. We'll keep the camera running, and I will try to tell you who the teachers are if I get some help out here. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you after halftime.
Things went from looking all right. Things went from looking all right to, oh no. You can't give up 80-yard plays. 2 80-yard plays. They put a lot of players in. Let's see. I don't know where those came from. Those are, you know who's wearing those? All the teachers. She's 8, she's
'Did teachers come out? Did they do it?
I didn't hear anything. I didn't see the cheerleaders.
I see.
They have a great soccer program.
Good night, everyone. I feel better. Have fun at homecoming. Yeah. That's your sister? I have this. Yeah? No, that's what I have. No, those are for me. You're looking for them? Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, like that.
I know, he told me the guy was in Europe.
It's good. Practice. You make a lot of noise in practice. That way you don't hurt your hands. You get them flat.
Tell your mom I took the box in my way. And bring it on my Alright, we're gonna head over.
No, you're not banging together. You just gotta put it in. Don't look at it. Stare at it. Unexpected. No.
Oh, yeah? Did they win?
34.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like it's getting cool then. I want to go upstairs. No. We're going a couple places.
Next weekend? 4 days.
Yeah, but we'll be the third Wednesday.
We have a game? Who does? You have a game? Sure.
Who's it, Ryan now in high school?
Yeah, there's Fridays, but it's a holiday. There's Thursday, Friday. Boom, 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 boom. That's right, we're going to throw it up.
Yeah, it's our turn.
Daddy, how can they put the gun right here? Someone got peanut butter down there.
I love peanut butter. Peanut butter, and I said, yeah, everybody ate peanut butter.
We gotta get rid. We gotta get ready to start the game. No stretching. These guys didn't stretch either. Stuff down. Get that camera.
He said it's not open. That's what he said.
Who's hurt?
Stephanie.
Stephanie's hurt?
Yeah, she fell in a hole. All right, we're back live after halftime. Bulldogs set to kick off. Bulldogs trailing 38-6. Start the second half. I tried to go down there and talk to some of the teachers. I see we talked to Miss Greenside before the halftime. I got to talk to a couple of the other teachers. You know, Miss McQuillan's here. It's so nice that they come out with their families. Anyway, Stefano Borsellino set to kick off to start the second half, and it is going to roll into the end zone and out of bounds for a touchback. That was kicked off by number 6, Stefano Borsellino. So I told you, Bulldogs have quite a few kickers. That was Stefano Borsellino, kicked off number 6. He plays safety for the Bulldogs along with number 5, Gabe Rubinoff. The cornerbacks, Daniel Karate on one side and Jonathan Hillsberg on the other. The defensive line, still number 77, Kobe Cox in the middle. Big Gianni Griffith, number 53. And number 77, that's Thierry Labossiere. Linebackers, number 1, Daniel Enkry on one side. Josh Grinchbun on the other. And in the middle, number 11, the junior, Alicia Frankel. And number 52, the captain, C.J. Majorano. Bulldog, Garden City under center. Stopped immediately. Tackled by Thierry Labossiere. And I think it was Gianni Griffith. Not much on the play.
Tackle made by number 53, Gianni Griffith.
Starting quarterback still in the game. Number 16 is not in the backfield. It looks like number 14 is the running back now. Maybe they have some substitutions in as Garden City is ahead 38-6. Bulldogs still have all of their starting defense in the game. Shotgun, motion left, fakes the handoff, quarterback keeps it, runs to the outside, tackled down, but not before he has a first down at the 31-yard line. Clock still runs as he stayed in bounds, spotted at the 31. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Garden City Trojans. Still a nice night out here. The temperature came down. It's got to be in the 60s now. 33 comes split far right, covered by number 21, Jonathan Hillsberg. Daniel Lenkry, the linebacker on the wide side. Pitch out. Lenkry gets a hand on him. Then tackled by number 53, Johnny Griffith, helped out by Gabe Rubinoff. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Daniel Lenkry, the first one there, got a hand on him to slow him down. Cleaned up by Gianni Griffith and number 5, Gabe Rubinoff. Garden City, well disciplined. Starting the season 3-0, won their last 43 or 45 games in a row. Under center, pitch out to the left. Tackled. After a gain of about 12 by number 1, Daniel Lenkry. It'll be a first down at the 49. Garden City right to the line, no huddle. Bulldogs immediately at the line as well. 26 for Garden City, splits far right. Jonathan Hillsberg alone with him out here, close to your screen on the right side for the offense. Shotgun formation. Motion from left to right. That's number 33. There's a fake handoff. He's going to roll to his right. Looking. It's intended for 33. Covered by Gabe Rubinoff. Incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down for the Trojans. Or 2nd down. That was the first down last play. 2nd down and 10. Sorry about that. 2nd down and 10. A lot of the crowd still here on the Bulldogs side of the field. Not as big as last week for the opening home game and the homecoming. 2nd and 10 for Garden City. Fakes the handoff, runs the middle, gains about 7 or 8. It'll bring up a 3rd down and short on the Bulldog 48-yard line. And as I look over the crowd, I see Mrs. McQuillan here. She's a teacher at Franklin Elementary being honored. That's Mrs. McQuillan and her family that are in the stands taking pictures. They came out. All right, so we're 3rd and about 2 or 3. Full house backfield. Handoff up the middle. Number 17, I think it was. 17 for a first down. To the 43-yard line. Driving the ball. This is the running game Garden City's known for. Matt DeSico standing with the offensive coordinator. That's Anthony Scrow and the center, Jordan Cedar, talking about what we could do to get our offense rolling. Full house, pitch out, runs the middle, number 14. Stop after a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1. With the Bulldogs down by 32, we'll see what the Bulldog offense is going to have in store, or if they're going to sit their starters at this point in the game or try to mount a comeback. 3 receivers split far right for Garden City, 1 to the left, 1 running back in the backfield. Motion number 11 from right to left. Straight back pass. Fakes the screen. Chased by... That's Alicia Frankel. Alicia Frankel runs him. Quarterback does get it off. Throws it out of bounds. Incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down for the Trojans. Alicia Frankel chasing and running him out of bounds. I know, so. Bulldogs come to the line. Everybody's stacked at the line of scrimmage. Full house backfield, quarterback on the center. Pitch out. 14, runs to the left. First down. Ooh, and hit hard. Who's that number? That looks like number 6, Stefano Borsellino on the tackle with a shoulder. Pushing him out of bounds, but not before he got a first down. Stefano Borsellino, he's a junior. One of the big players for the Bulldogs. He was expected to be playing both ways. Started the season with a pulled hamstring. So he was only playing defense. Now they get him into a little bit of the offense. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Fake handoff, straight back pass. Looking, being chased by Daniel Lankry. Pulls him down at the 50-yard line. That's a big sack by Daniel Lankry, number 1, the senior captain. And that quarterback is hurt his leg on the play. Down at he's not getting up. It looks like it's just a cramp for the quarterback. They are just stretching him out. It looks like he's going to be okay. It looks like a cramp. Tackled for a big loss. Daniel Lankry chasing, finally grabbing on and pulling him down for a loss of about 25 yards. It'll be a 2nd and long. Ball's going to be spotted at the 48-yard line. They got to get to the 19 for a first down. See if the quarterback's going to be okay. That's still the starting quarterback in the game with them being up 38-6. At least I think it was the starting quarterback anyway. Yeah, it's just a cramp. They're trying to get some water from the water boys. I see Dr. Levitt's on the field today. He's been the doctor for the Hewlett Bulldogs for many years. His son used to play football. He was a quarterback for the Bulldogs many years ago. So with a break in the action, 6:55 showing on the clock in the third quarter. The Bulldogs only able to score one so far and being stopped the extra point. They only have 6. And the Garden City Trojans have 38. Number 17 gets a nice hand as he walks off under his own power. The fans in the stands give him a nice round of applause. That might be the end of the game for him anyway, with the 32-point lead halfway through the third quarter. So there'll be a new quarterback. Looks like number 12 is coming in for Garden City. Second down and 29 for Garden City. One receiver to the left, one to the right. I formation. It's a pitch out to the left, number 14 on the carry. Being chased by Kobe Cox. Hit by none other than number 1, Daniel Lankry on the tackle.
Another tackle, number 1, Daniel Lankry.
Daniel Lankry playing his heart out today. Clock is running with 6:30 left to go in the third quarter. It'll be third down at the 46-yard line for the Trojans. Daniel Lankry comes to the wide side. He's on the left this time. Josh Grinsburn, the linebacker, on the right. The two linebackers in the middle, 52, C.J. Majorano, and number 11, Alicia Frankel. Kobe Cox, Gianni Griffith, and Thierry Labossiere still on the line for the defense. Garden City comes out under center. I formation. One receiver to the right, split far. One to the left. I formation. Trying to pull them offsides. Gives it to the up back this time. Daniel Lankry met immediately for maybe a gain of a 1. That's the third tackle in a row by Lankry. He's playing inspired right now, football. And we need that on defense. You got to get the ball back. We got to do something on offense. It'll be fourth down. Remember, they got to get to the 19-yard line for a first down. It'll be fourth and long, maybe around 20 or 18. They are set to punt. The punter standing at his own 44-yard line. Back deep for the Bulldogs, Matt DeSico, number 7. And number 17, 17 is Ami Bendelstein. It's a high kick. Going to let it drop. Oh, it hits one of the Bulldogs and picked up by the Garden City. The ball was a high spiral, came down and around the 5 or 10-yard line. It hit one of the Bulldogs, picked up by the Garden City, and ran into the end zone for a touchdown. That was unfortunate. The Bulldogs were not able to get out of the way of the punt. Matt DeSico was going to let it bounce, but it hit one of the Bulldogs, and Garden City went in for the score. That brings the lead up to 38-6. The kick pending. Oh, they didn't put the points up. So that'll be 44. Oh, they're saying it wasn't a touchdown. Okay. I guess the ball was touched. So it was picked up, but I guess it was, I don't know if it was down. I'm not sure why. It looked like nobody touched the ball. But anyway, they're going to give them a 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line for Garden City. So after the punt, it was touched by a Bulldog, picked up, and they called it down at the 15-yard line. Quarterback under center. Hands to number 14 in the backfield. Tackled. Maybe a gain of 3. That is number 52, C.J. Majorano on the tackle.
That tackle
It'll be
made
second
number
down
62, CJ Myron.
and 8. Actually, they give him 3 on it. Give him 2nd and 7. Ball spotted around the 11-yard line now. Unfortunate for the Bulldogs, they couldn't get out of the way. So that when the punt came down, it hit one of the Bulldogs, and Garden City recovered that. That becomes a fumble. Picked up by Garden City. I formation. 2 running backs behind the quarterback. 1 receiver to split far left, 1 right. Handoff to the second back up the middle. Run by number 23. Up the middle for a score. Pushing the score to 44-6 with the kick pending. .42 to hold, 36 the kicker. He hit 1 field goal, 35-yard attempt, which was good before half, to give them a 32-point lead at halftime. Snap, hold, kick, and it's good. That pushes the lead to 44-6. Garden City over the Hewlett Bulldogs. Does look like Matt DeSico on the sideline standing with the offense, so it does look like he's going to come back in the game for the 3rd quarter. I think he's trying to talk his way into the kickoff turn. Daniel Lankry just being called onto the field for the kickoff team to the receive. See Dylan Parchment, number 22. And Daniel Karate, number 9, standing in the huddle. So it looks like they'll be the deep backs. Ami Bendelstein, number 17, is in the huddle. And number 1, Daniel Karate, they'll be up backs. Number 4 makes his way onto the field. That's Lucas Kim. He's one of the up backs also. He's on the far right in the middle. And number 8, Talik Edmonds on the left side. Dylan Tolstack, number 24, is also one of the up backs. All right, so most of the kicks have been going through the end zone. You got Karate and Parchment standing at about the 5. And it's going to come down to Karate at the 1-yard line. And it doesn't roll into the end zone. Karate picks it up. Fumbles the ball. Karate was going to let it go. It bounced at about the 4. Karate let it go. And then it didn't go into the end zone, but Karate picked it up, fumbled the ball, but it was recovered by the Bulldogs. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at around the 2-yard line with 3:43 left to go in the 3rd quarter. See if we could get the lineup, if we have any changes coming in on the offense. I see 51 in the huddle. That's Jordan Bohore. He's a starter. He's still in there. Daniel Karate is out. He's number 9. He comes to the sideline. So Dylan Parchment's going to be in the backfield. I see Ami Bendelstein, number 17. Matt DeSico, number 7, still on the field. Michael Schlumbovitz splits far left. 71, that's the center. That's Jordan Cedar. He's still on the field. He's the senior. Number 70, Alex Cedar, is in the game at the guard. Matt DeSico turns around, talks to Dylan Parchment, who's right behind him. Gives it to Dylan Parchment, who runs to the left. Breaks a tackle, gets to the 10. Met by 3 or 4 Garden City Trojans. Push him out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. A great, nice run by Dylan Parchment. Broke a tackle. Gain of about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. They'll mark it at about the 10. They got to get to the 14-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 4. Matt DeSico looking at his wristband, changing the play. Dylan Parchment right behind him. Matt in the shotgun. Jordan Cedar still the center. His brother Alex at the guard. Good snap. DeSico gives it to Parchment. Runs to the right. Close to the first down. It looks like he's going to be a little bit short. It'll be 3rd down and about 1 for the Bulldogs. So hard to see the numbers out there. Well, they gave him the first down. All right, so it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. He did get the first. So 1st and 10 right at the stick, so it was at the 14-yard line. Parchment behind DeSico again. 2 receivers split far right, 1 to the left. DeSico looking over the defense, calling signals. Fakes the pass, gives a delayed draw to Parchment, who runs the middle for a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Looked like DeSico went back to pass. It was a draw play. Gives it to 22. Dylan Parchment runs the middle for 5 yards. We'll call it 6. 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. So, as I was saying, Alex Cedar in at right guard, number 70. His brother's the center. They're twins. He's number 71. DeSico in the shotgun with Parchment right behind him again. 2 receivers split to the left. Gives it to Parchment again. Runs to the left this time. Breaks a tackle. Spins. Met by 2 Trojans. Short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and about 2. Or long 1.5. They got to get to almost the 19-yard line. The ball is on the 17, so we'll call it 2. Dylan Parchment comes to the sideline, number 22. Who's going to come in? They're looking for number 24 is on his way into the plate. That's Daniel Tolstick talking to Anthony Scrow. He's going to come into the game as the running back. Number 24, he's in. He's going to line up behind DeSico. And he gets the ball, runs to the left, breaks a tackle, trying to get the first down, sticks. It's going to be close. See if he got the first down. Tough yards. That's Daniel Tolstick. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Looks like they are going to mark him for the first down. It'll be the end of the 3rd quarter with Hewlett trailing 45-6. It's been all Garden City. If you just joined us, it's been all Garden City for the first half. Bulldogs haven't been able to stop the Garden City offense, and their special teams has come up with some big plays also. They took a kickoff for a touchdown. They recovered a punt inside the 20-yard line after it came down and hit one of the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs will have the ball 1st and 10. They're going to spot the ball at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll be going from north to south for the 4th quarter. I see 4 people still online, so thank you for sticking with us. I know it's not an easy to watch the games when the boys that you're rooting for are not having their best day on the field. So thank you for joining us, and see if we can punch the ball in the end zone. Bulldogs make their way back onto the field. It's Jude Zach in at guard on the left and Jordan Bohorje on the left. On the right, Alex Cedar. And I was trying to see who the right guard was, or the right tackle. I think Gianni Griffith is not in the game. I see him on the sideline. Trying to see who the right tackle is. It was run up the middle for a gain of about 4. Dylan Parchment back in the game. We'll call it 2nd and 6. Looks like the right tackle. Who's the right tackle? Number 64. That looks like Dominic Lord, number 64, in at the right tackle position for Gianni Griffith. Matt DeSico in the shotgun with Dylan Parchment right behind him. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Matt DeSico gives it to Parchment. Met in the backfield. Carries one of the Trojans for a gain of about 1. It'll be 3rd down and about 5. Dominic Lord, number 64. He's only a sophomore. They brought him up from the JV. He is one of the rising stars for the Bulldogs. He's a big guy. He'll be replacing Gianni Griffith at right tackle, who'll be graduating at the end of this year, hoping to play football in college. He's had some looks from several schools looking to recruit him. Matt DeSico calling plays. Gives it to Daniel Tolstick, number 24, met in the backfield. And it'll bring up a 4th down and about 6. Bulldogs bring on the punting unit. Matt DeSico back to punt. Trailing 45-6 with 10 minutes left to go in the game with the clock running. And with the score being 45-6, it looks like they're going to have running time. So you'll see the game going on faster now. 52, that's C.J. Majorano making his way onto the field. He'll call signals. Michael Shlemovich to snap. Matt DeSico to punt. Back deep. There's 2 Trojans back standing on their own 44-yard line. It's a snap. It's over Matt DeSico's head. Matt DeSico just kicks it out of the end zone. And that will be a safety. So Matt DeSico with the ball snapped over his head. Flag comes down. Kicks it out of the end zone instead of trying to pick it up. That'll be a safety. Pushing the score to 47-6. Really nothing going the Bulldogs' way today. They had a good week of practice. Coach Palladino was happy with the way things went, I thought, during practice. They came out looking pretty good, scoring on a 53 or 55-yard strike to get within 1. And then they've missed the extra point, and things have been going downhill since. But Garden City has a tough team. They have a great feeder program. A lot of these kids have been playing football together since 2nd or 3rd grade. Garden City, well known. Their coach, like I said earlier in the broadcast, last week got his 100th victory as the coach in Garden City with only 3 losses. They have won, someone told me it was 43 in a row, then I read 45 in a row. So I'm not sure exactly how many it's been for Garden City since the last time they lost. This is the first time, though, they moved from Division 4 to Division 3. 2 teams went down from Division 3 to Division 4. That's Plain Edge and Wantagh moved to Division 4. All of a sudden, Garden City moves to Division 3. And all that is based on the size of the schools. So that means how many kids are in the school depends, and they decide which division you play in. So Barcelino is setting the ball at the 20-yard line after the safety. He's number 6. He's going to be the kicker. He set it on the tee. Garden City set at the 30-yard line to return the kick. Alicia Frankel, number 11, set right next to the ball on one side. Number 77, Thierry Labossiere on the other side. Barcelino kicks the ball to the near side, comes down at the 32-yard line to number 22, runs straight ahead, breaks a tackle. That was 26, and finally brought down at the Bulldog 48-yard line. That's where they'll take over. first and 10. Well, they'll mark it at the 47-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for Garden City, who has a 47-6 lead with 7:40 left to go on the clock with the clock running. Looks like a new quarterback, number 10 for Garden City. Don't have a roster, so I can't give you names for the Garden City Trojans. But number 10 is that quarterback. I formation. 2 running backs behind each other. Pitch out to the wide side of the field. It's number 28. Carries the ball. Gets to the 40, hit by a Bulldog. And they'll mark it right around the 40. It'll be second down and about 3. Cheerleaders are still out here trying to give us some love. That's Kissy. We love the cheerleaders. They're giving it their all. That's Frank Cedar on the camera. Handoff up the middle. Met by a whole bunch of Bulldogs, but not before he gets enough for a first down. First and 10 for the Garden City Trojans. The ball spotted at the 36-yard line. 5:35 and the clock is running. Trojans up 47-6 in the fourth quarter. I formation. Handoff to the up back, number 32. Runs the middle for a gain of about 6 or 5. We'll call it second and 5. Four minutes remaining on the clock. 4 minutes left in the game. I formation. 2 running backs behind the quarterback. Pitch out to the left side, carried by number 28. Kobe Cox meets him in the backfield. Number 44 drags number 28 down for a loss of about 3. It'll be third down and 7. A lot of fans still here at the game. The Bulldogs have some fans that will cheer win or lose. They're here for them and support the Bulldogs. So thank you for all the fans that stayed out. I formation, 3rd and 7. Ball at the 33-yard line. Handoff to the second back. Gets outside. Tackled on the sideline by number 2, Jesse McMahon. Jesse McMahon drags him down after a gain of about 2. It'll be 4th and 5 with the ball spotted on the 31-yard line. 2:32 left to go. Clock is running. The Bulldogs do not play next week. They are off. So they'll come back in 2 weeks. I formation. Handoff to the up back, number 32. Met and doesn't look like he's going to get the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. Bulldogs will take over at around the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Clock's still running with 1:45, and the clock's still going to continue to run, even though the time, it looks like time is on the field, but they're with the score 47-6, the clock in high school will continue to run. Maybe they'll have time for one play, or maybe not. I see number 19, that's Dante Valente coming into the huddle. Matt DeSico's still on the field. He'll be the quarterback. Dante Valente split far right. Ami Bendelstein, number 17, on the right-hand side with him. Shotgun formation, Dylan Parchment right behind Matt DeSico. 55 seconds left to play. It'd be nice to break a touchdown right here anyway, huh?